Okay, so here's the process I do for my HDR. And I'm just going to do example with, looks like three pictures here. So I start a folder, drop them in there, and then I create a folder for the infuse to have it processed too when it's done. So it's kind of a quick process for it. Load those up into Lightroom. And so usually I do, depending on the room, 3 ambience, 0 under 2 over 2, and then I'll do a flash frame or two. I started using a circular polarizer, so I had to work a little bit extra with my flash just to get it looking good. So my pre-bump that I have, you can screenshot these settings over here if you like. Drop the oranges and the yellows a little bit. Not too much to it really. Sharpening, do the profile correction, remove chromatic aberration. And I had it set to auto, but I turned it off for these so I can do it a little bit faster. So what I'll do is I'll get those settings done correctly and then just really go there and batch sync them. When that's done, I'll start over here, and typically I'll just kind of run through, click an auto on some of the ambience and see how they come out. There's a flash frame for this room, flash frame for this room, so you see the difference, and then 3 ambience. Once I have those all stacked together, done, I'll stack them, group them into a stack. Same one on this. This was the shot that you all saw on Facebook, and I pointed it down a little bit to get the bottom, and then did a fake tilt shift later in post after it's done processing. Do another auto. Looks like this I might have had a flash over on the right side and then maybe a flash straight in front of it. So I believe I used all these in that last stack, and then we'll do it again for this one. Sometimes on the dark frames I don't always do a auto correct the white balance. Just kind of depends. Oh, that's a flash frame. That's a flash frame, so I won't use that one. I just strictly use these, I believe. Alright, so then highlight them, and then I run them through Infuse. Pick my folder, and then process it. I have them on auto align because after I do one flash pop, then I turn it off and change the settings on the camera to bracket 3 pictures and then do the 3 exposures that way, so my pictures are typically not aligned properly, perfectly. So we're going to run this through. It's 9:27 now, and we'll see how long it takes to do the 3. Okay, looks like that's done. About a minute per photo. So that looks like that's it, unedited. But let's go in Lightroom, take a look. Let's see. Go into the process, develop. And so I have a couple of settings that I like. It's my little after infuse, I call it. It's got it auto corrected to straighten out however it thinks the horizontals and verticals need to be. You know, you could change it a little bit, but that's pretty much it. No window pulls. It would be a little bit faster if I didn't use the auto align, if I had a cam ranger and shot without touching the tripod. But again, so there's the difference in that fake tilt shift that I've learned here on the Facebook group. You can see how the verticals are off. Put this in the autocorrect feature and it straightens it out pretty well. I mean, I don't think I changed anything after that. You can see that where the infuse picked up the flash in the background and built that in pretty well. I'm not sure if I even changed anything coming straight out of it, so I believe that was pretty much it coming out. You know, you could change your highlights or whatever, maybe increase shadows, but I don't think I even really did that to the one I posted up on Facebook, so you know, some of them might need a little bit more work, but you get the idea. You do have color cast. I mean, it's different than blending it in with the flash ambient that a lot of people do. You know, you got your color over here, but you know, for this house it was strictly for MLS. It's a flip and they just staged it, you know. So you're looking at about a minute per photo for these, and you know, what I can do with these is put them all, process them, you know, whether it's 20, 30, 40 pictures. Tomorrow I got 3 houses to do, so I'll have 3 houses worth of photos, so I'll stack them all individually like you saw, and then run it through Infuse. And it's going to take about 5 or 10 minutes to put those all together, and then I can leave and let it process for, you know, an hour. Come back and I got 3 houses ready to go and ready to export, and I'm not sitting in front of the computer the whole time doing individual photos. So it's a pretty easy process. I will include these in the comments, these 3 pictures that I just exported, and go from there. So hope that helps.